is pulling back from the concrete pier. I'm standing in the spot where the shadows disappear. The smell of diesel fuel and the salt in the air. I'm looking for a ghost who isn't there. The rust on the anchor, the creak of the wood. I'd leave this town tonight if I thought I could. But the water's got a way of holding on to your soul when you've got no compass and you've lost all control. Oh, these blue harbor nights where the moon trades favors with the neon lights. I'm just a sailor with no ship to sail, watching the silver stars turn pale. It's a lonely kind of high under a sapphire sky, getting lost in these blue harbor nights. I remember when we sat on the edge of the dock, drowning out the rhythm of the harbor clock. You said the ocean was a way to get free, but it's just a desert made of water to me. Now the buoy bells ring like a funeral chime, while I'm over here just trying to kill a little time. Every mast in the marina is a skeleton bone, reminding me I'm standing here entirely alone. Oh, these blue harbor nights where the moon trades favors with the neon lights. I'm just a sailor with no ship to sail, watching the silver stars turn pale. It's a lonely kind of high under a sapphire sky, getting lost in these blue harbor nights. The waves keep crashing, but they don't break through the wall I've built since I lost you. Every lighthouse beams a lie, I believe, waiting for a boat that's never gonna leave. No, it's never gonna leave. Yeah, these blue harbor nights where the moon trades favors with the neon lights. I'm just a sailor with no ship to sail, watching the silver stars turn pale. It's a lonely kind of high under a sapphire sky, getting lost in these blue harbor nights. Cobalt and charcoal drifting away, waiting for the sun to turn the water to gray. Just me and the mist and the things that I've missed. Blue harbor nights, yeah, blue harbor nights. The amber light is flickering on the floor. I'm staring at the shadow of the bedroom door. It's 3 a.m., the world has gone to sleep, but I've got a mountain of promises I couldn't keep. I found a yellow notepad and a pen that barely runs, trying to capture the heat of 1,000 dying suns. I started with "Dear You", then I scratched out every line, trying to find the version of me that was yours and you were mine. It's just a letter never sent, filled with all the should-have beens and everything I meant. It's a map of a city that we never got to build, a cup of coffee on the counter that we never got to fill. I've got the envelope addressed, but I'm missing the courage and the stamp, so I'll keep it in the drawer by the dying glow of the lamp. Yeah, it's just a letter never sent. I wrote about the night we walked along the pier, still catch the scent of your perfume when you're nowhere near. I apologize for the silence, for the pride, and for the pace, for the way I looked away when I should have memorized your face. I told you that I'm different now, or at least I'm trying to be. These words are just ghosts haunting the better parts of me. It's just a letter never sent, filled with all the should-have beens and everything I meant. It's a map of a city that we never got to build, a cup of coffee on the counter that we got to fill. I've got the envelope addressed, but I'm missing the courage and the stamp, so I'll keep it in the drawer by the dying glow of the lamp. Yeah, it's just a letter never sent. Maybe it's better that the ink stays on the page instead of breaking out of this self-inflicted cage. If you're happy now, if you finally found your peace, then my misuse are just a burden you don't need. So I'll fold the paper thrice, hide the secrets in the crease. that heavy coat down from the hanger, the one that still smells faintly of the rain. The sky is turning gray, a restless stranger, and the wind is humming low a familiar name. I'm walking down the path we used to follow, when the world was green and heavy with the heat. But the woods are looking thin today and hollow, and the golden carpets falling beneath my feet. They say the season's just a way of letting go, that the trees are getting ready for the snow. But I look at all this amber and this red, and I hear the words that we once left unsaid. Every rustle, every crackle, every ember, it's like the autumn leaves remember. I saw a bench where we sat back in July. Now it's covered in a shroud of copper dust. Funny how the time can pass you by and turn a silver promise into rust. I used to think the falling was a tragedy, a slow motion surrender to the frost. But now I see it's just a way of keeping the beauty of the things that we have lost. They say the season's just a way of letting go, that the trees are getting ready for the snow. But I look at all this amber and this red, and I hear the words that we once left unsaid. Every rustle, every crackle, every ember, it's like the autumn leaves remember. They remember how you laughed against the breeze. They remember how we drifted through the trees, while the world is turning brittle, cold and blue. They're holding on to every shade of you. Every crackle, every ember, it's like the autumn leaves remember. They remember the way it was, the way you were, before the white sheet covers up the ground. They're the only ones still keeping what we found. Yeah, the autumn leaves remember. these tapping rhythms on the window pane. Found a dusty box to hide the shadows and the pain. In the corner of a drawer, underneath the keys, I found a little piece of us and fell down to my knees. It's a half-burned pillar, colored like the sky, the scent of midnight linen from a July gone by. I strike a match and watch the sofa turn to gold, to fight the sudden shiver of a house that's grown so cold. Now I'm lost in these blue candle memories, watching shadows dance across the floor. Every flicker is a ghost of how you used to be, coming back to knock upon my door. The wax is dripping slow, like the tears I never shed, chasing every word that we never should have said. In the indigo glow, I'm right where I wanna be, drowning in these blue candle memories. I remember how you'd light it when the sun went down. We let the world just disappear and quiet every sound. The light would catch the silver in the ring upon your hand. We had a lifetime written in the shifting of the sand. Now the wick is burning low, leaning to the side, just like the way I'm leaning since the day our fire died. The scent is getting stronger, filling up the room, a sweet and heavy gravity, a beautiful perfume. Now I'm lost in these blue candle memories, flame is gone and so are you, and I'm just out of time. Blue candle memories, just a scent in the air, and I'm sitting in the dark everywhere. Dusty boots on a gravel road, carrying the weight of a heavy load. I remember when this sky was wide and clear, before the smoke and the whispers of fear. We used to map out the heavens with a fingertip. Now the steady hand is starting to slip, and the horizon we chased is a jagged line, running out of breath, running out of time. The telescope is cracked on the floor. We don't look for the light anymore. Shadows dancing on a cold concrete wall, waiting for the rest of the sky to fall. And there are flickering out, losing the fight. Shards of silver falling down like rain, trying to find a way to numb the pain. We promised forever, we swore on the glow, but the fire's gone out and the wind's gonna blow. Yeah, it's a jagged dark and it's a long way home, underneath the broken stars above us. Standing there in the porch lights hum, looking for a version of who I've become. But I'm just a ghost in a denim jacket. Listen to the world and the way we track it. Every I love you was a point of light. Now they're just sparks dying in the night. We're navigating by the holes in the black. There's no constellation to lead us back. Cracked on the floor. We don't look for the light anymore. Shadows dancing on a cold concrete wall, waiting for the rest of the sky to fall. watch them fall, watch them fade. Just you and me in the mess we made. Underneath the broken stars above us. Put your phone on silent, leave the keys by the door. I don't wanna hear the city humming anymore. The world's been spinning way too fast for us to keep the pace. So let's just slow it down right here in this quiet space. I've been waiting all day just to see that look in your eyes, beyond the reach of the neon and the artificial skies. The wine is poured, the curtains drawn tight. We're shutting out the sun to find a different kind of light. And it's just candlelight for two, watching the golden shadows dancing over you. No heavy headlights, no sirens screaming blue. Just a little bit of amber and a whole lot of you. Let the wick burn low, let the hours drift by in this little circle flicker and the glow. Let the rest of the world go. Candlelight for two. Neon signs are bleeding on the rain-slick street. I'm walking patterns where the cold and shadows meet. Got my collar up against the biting midnight air, looking for a ghost that isn't there. The city's humming in a shade of cobalt light. Just another lonely Saturday night. But underneath this denim, under layers of the cold, there's a fever story waiting to be told. My pulse is a drum in a hollow chest, a restless heart that'll never rest. The mercury's dropping, the wind is turning sharp, but I've got a scarlet rhythm playing on my harp. It's a crimson love in a world of blue, a drop of fire that I'm burning through. The sky is frozen and the stars are pale, but this feeling in my veins is a hurricane gale. Yeah, the water's chilling to the bone, but I'm keeping this ember all on my own. A heavy heart, a scarlet hue, it's a crimson love in a world of blue. I remember how you looked in that velvet dress, a splash of red against the winter's gray distress. You were the only color in a black and white film, the sovereign queen of a lonely kingdom's realm. Now I'm staring at the bruises of the evening sky, asking all the questions with no how or why. Everything I touch feels like a sheet of glass, watching all the shadows and the strangers pass. My pulse is a drum in a hollow chest, a restless heart that'll never rest. The mercury's dropping, the wind is turning sharp, but I've got a scarlet rhythm playing on my harp. It's a crimson love in a world of blue, a drop of fire that I'm burning through. The sky is frozen and the stars are pale, but this feeling in my veins is a hurricane gale. Yeah, the water's chilling to the bone, but I'm keeping this ember all on my own. A heavy heart, a scarlet hue, it's a crimson love in a world of blue. They say that blue is the color of the deep, of the secrets that the ocean and the silence keep. But red is the color of the life we lead, of the way we break and the way we bleed. And I'm bleeding for you in the middle of the frost, counting up the game and the heavy, heavy cost. It's a crimson love in a world of blue, a drop of fire that I'm burning through. The sky is frozen and the stars are pale, but this feeling in my veins is a hurricane gale. Yeah, the world is chilling to the bone, but I'm keeping this ember all on my own. A heavy heart, a scarlet hue, it's a crimson love in a world of blue, in a world of blue, in a world of blue. Oh, a silver glow. The city's humming but the world feels slow. I see the first drop shatter on the glass. A million diamonds watching people pass. I've got my collar up against the chill, but standing here with you, the wind is still. The streetlights flicker like a dying flame, but they're only burning just to say your name. The sky is open and it's pouring down, a liquid velvet draping all the town. Most people run, they're looking for a door, but I've never wanted sunshine anymore. In this crystal rain romance, let's take a ghost of a chance. Every droplet is a mirror of the way you look tonight, refracting all the neon into shards of holy light. It's cold enough to shiver, but I'm burning in the storm, wrapped inside your shadow, where it's safe and where it's warm. Yeah, we're dancing in the shiver, lost inside a trance, in our crystal rain romance. Your hair is matted to your forehead now, a crown of water on a perfect brow. And as the rhythm hits the thirsty ground, it's the only music, the only sound. There's no one left on 4th and Main but us, behind the windows of a passing bus. They're looking out, they think we've lost our minds, but they're the ones that beauty couldn't find. Oh, the sky is open and it's pouring down, a liquid velvet draping all the town. Most people run, they're looking for a door, but I've never wanted sunshine anymore. In this crystal rain romance, let's take a ghost of a chance. Every droplet is a mirror of the way you look tonight, refracting all the neon into shards of holy light. It's cold enough to shiver, but I'm burning in the storm, wrapped inside your shadow, where it's safe and where it's warm. Yeah, we're dancing in the shiver, lost inside a trance, in our crystal rain romance. Let the world wash away the gray, let the thunder have its say. If the morning brings the sun, I miss the way the colors run. Don't let the clouds go dry, stay right here under this sky. In this crystal rain romance, let's take a ghost of a chance. Every droplet is a mirror of the way you look tonight, reflecting all the neon in the shards of holy light. It's cold enough to shiver, but I'm burning in the storm, wrapped inside your shadow, where it's safe and where it's warm. Yeah, we're dancing coffee's cold, the room is painted blue. The shadows on the ceiling look like you. I haven't heard a car pass by in hours. The silence is a field of frozen flowers. I'm watching for a crack beneath the door, but the light don't seem to want me anymore. The clock is stuck at 10 minutes to 3, and that's exactly where I need to be. The world outside is moving on, I guess, trading in the dark for something less. But here the stars are pinned against the black, and there ain't no hand to pull the curtain back. And I'm living in these dreams without morning, where the sun never breaks through the gray. I'm caught in a beautiful warning that the light's gonna take you away. So I'll stay in the middle of the midnight, where your ghost is as warm as the glow. Give me dreams without morning, 'cause the morning means letting you go. I reach across the sheets and find your hand. It's a language only sleepers understand. You're laughing at a joke I haven't told, in this kingdom where the air is never cold. But I know if I blink, the spell might break. The floorboards and the foundation will shake. So I'm holding my breath, I'm keeping it still. If the sun won't rise, then it never will. The world outside is moving on, I guess, chasing down some version of success. But I'm happy in the hollow of the night. I don't need to see the truth in daylight. And I'm living in these dreams without morning, where the sun never breaks through the gray. Yeah, I'm caught in a beautiful warning that the light's gonna take you away. So I'll stay in the middle of the midnight, where your ghost is as warm as the glow. Give me dreams without morning, 'cause the morning means letting you go. They say the dawn is a promise kept, but I broke that promise while the whole world slept. The birds are gonna sing, the sky's gonna burn, but I'm at the point of no return. Let the moon stay high, let the tide stay in. I'm staying right here where we begin. Yeah, I'm living in these dreams without morning, where the sun never breaks through the gray. I'm caught in a beautiful warning belong to the northern wind. The mud is cold beneath my feet again. I'm standing where the willow used to weep, before the bank gave way and the water got too deep. I see the ghost of a dark on the distant side, where the tall grass moves like a turning tide. I lift my chin and I catch my breath in the quiet space between life and death. Oh, I hear the echoes across the river, bouncing off the canyon of the years. Every word I ever should have delivered is drowning in the current and the tears. It's a long way over and the bridge is down. The only way across is to let myself drown. So I stay on the bank and I shiver, listening to the echoes across the river. I remember when the porch light used to glow, small enough to touch a lifetime ago. I saw a shadow move behind the glass. I watched the seasons turn and the summers pass. I tried to shout your name through the evening haze, but the wind plays tricks in 1,000 ways. It takes a heart-shaped truth and it turns it thin, until it's just a vibration on the skin. And I hear the echoes across the river, bouncing off the canyon of the years. Every word I ever should have delivered is drowning in the current and the tears. It's a long way over and the bridge is down. The only way across is to let myself drown. So I stay on the bank and I shiver, listening to the echoes across the river. They say the water forgets as it flows to the sea, but the water is keeping a secret from me. It's not the distance, it's the weight of the rain. It's the cost of the love and the tax of the pain. And if I scream until my lungs turn blue, would the sound waves ever make it home to you? I'm still standing on this hollow ground. left here to shake and to shiver, listening to the echoes across the river. Just an echo calling back to me, just a whisper from who I used to be. Across the river. Dust is settling on the picture frame. I haven't heard you whisper my name in a while. The hallway's longer than it used to be, and there's a ghost of us where you used to smile. I'm checking the fuses, I'm checking the lights, but I can't fix what's running out of time. The hum of the fridge is the only sound in a house where the walls are closing in around. We used to burn like a neon sign, lighting up the edge of the county line. The voltage is dropping, the wire's gone thin, and I don't know where to let the daylight in. Now I'm just standing in the fading lights of love, watching the shadows stretch across the floor, trying to catch a spark from the stars above, but they don't shine for us anymore. It's a slow flicker, a long goodbye, a purple bruise on a sunset sky. Nothing's broken, it's just used up in the fading lights of love. I remember the glow on your face back then, when we thought the summer would never end. Your eyes were like city lights from a hill, everything moving but we were standing still. Now I'm reaching out in the cooling air, I reach for your hand but you're already not there. Just a silhouette in the doorway frame, forgetting the lyrics to our favorite game. Yeah, we used to burn like a wildfire heat, turning the bitter into something sweet. But the embers are white and the wind is cold, and there's nothing used up in the fading lights of love, fading out, just a little bit dimmer now. I can barely see you in the fading lights of love. The sky is a heavy shade of slate today, tapping rhythms on the roof in a rhythmic gray. I've been tracing the tracks of the tears on the glass, waiting for the thunder and the lightning to pass. I've got holes in my pockets and mud on my boots, trying to hold on to these shallow roots, but the wind's getting cold and the river's high, and I'm tired of looking at a weeping sky. But I remember a promise, a flicker of light that doesn't go out in the middle of the night. Yeah, I feel a shifting in the atmosphere, like the end of the storm is finally near. And I'm headed for the goal in the break of the clouds, where the thunder's a whisper, no longer so loud. There's a place where the colors never wash away, in the heat of a sun that's here to stay. No more umbrellas, no more shelter from the pain. I'm gonna live forever beyond the rain. Yeah, forever beyond the rain. I spent a lifetime just learning to swim through the floods of my doubt and the shadows of sin. I've been a man underwater, gasping for air, praying for a breeze to take me somewhere where the ground is solid and the air is sweet, and the dust of the road doesn't burn my feet. I'm leaving the jacket and the boots at the door, 'cause I won't be needing them anymore. Yeah, I see the horizon, a thin line of blue, and I'm pulling the anchor, I'm coming through. I can feel the shifting in the atmosphere, the end of the winter is finally here. And I'm headed for the goal in the break of the clouds, where the thunder's a whisper, no longer so loud. There's a place where the colors never wash away, in the heat of a sun that's here to stay. No more umbrellas, no more shelter from the pain. I'm gonna live forever beyond the rain. Let the rivers rise, let the ocean swell. I got a story that the storm can't tell. It's a story of a shore where the water is still, where the light takes a seat on the crest of the hill, and the salt in my wounds is washed out by the grace of a sky that is smiling at the look on my face. Yeah, I'm headed for the gold in the break of the in the attic, underneath the rain, tied with a ribbon that's faded with the pain. Pulled out a record, scratched around the edge, like the promises we made on that garden ledge. I brushed off the years, held my breath for a while, looking for the ghost of your crooked little smile. The needle hit the groove and the static started low, a rhythm from a lifetime I used to know. It's a hum in my chest, it's a sting in my eyes, like a sunset caught in the mid-July skies. I thought I'd erased every note, every line, but the music was waiting for the right kind of time. Oh, it's that forgotten love melody playing through the cracks of who I used to be. The ghost of a song, a horn in the air. I look to my side, but you're no longer there. It's the bridge that we burned, it's the chorus we lost, a beautiful fire that was worth every cost. Yeah, I'm humming along to the ghost of you and me, to a forgotten love melody. The second verse hits like a cold winter wind, reminding me exactly where the ending begins. We were out of tune, we were sharp, we were flat. There was a kind of magic in a mess like that. I remember the kitchen, the light turning gold, and the story we swore would never grow old. Now the lyrics are blurry, I can't find the words, just the sweetest heartache I've ever heard. It's a thrum in my veins, it's a catch in my breath, like a secret I'm keeping even from death. I thought I moved on, that the silence was mine, but the music was waiting for the right kind of time. Oh, it's that forgotten love melody playing through the cracks of who I used to be. The ghost of a song, the horn in the air. I look to my side, but you're no longer there. It's the bridge that we burned, it's the chorus we lost, a beautiful fire that was worth every cost. Yeah, I'm humming along to the ghost of you and me, to a forgotten love melody. I can't stop the rhythm, I can't change the key. It's the only thing left of the us and the we. Maybe the beauty isn't staying the same, but knowing the song, even without the name. Yeah, I know the song. Oh, it's that forgotten love melody playing through the cracks of who I used to be. The ghost of a song, a horn in the air. I look to my side, but you're no longer there. It's the bridge that we burned, it's the chorus we lost, a beautiful fire that was worth every cost. Yeah, I'm humming along to the ghost of you and me, to a forgotten love melody, just a hum in the dark. I still know the part, the needle skips, the record stops, and the last of the melody finally drops. standing on edges, deciding our fate in the silence that follows the fall. Your hand in my hand feels like porcelain glass, fragile and white and so cold. Watching the moments we thought wouldn't pass, turning to silver and gold. The carriage is waiting, the horses breathe steep, the moon is a blade in the sky. We're waking up now from a midsummer dream, with nothing but a winter's goodbye. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, spin me away before the frost hardens the ground. There's nothing left for a poor man to say when the silence is the only sound. There's no turning forward, there's no turning back in the frozen goodbye waltz. Your perfume is fading, a ghost of the rose that bloomed when the July was high. But now as the window of opportunity closes, the petals are starting to die. I lead and you follow, a well-rehearsed part beneath the dim light of the hall. I can't feel the beating of your heavy heart through the wool of your velvet blue shawl. The lanterns are flickering, dying to gray. The clock on the mantle strikes low. The world is a stage where the actors won't stay, and the river is starting to slow. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, spin me away before the frost hardens the ground. There's nothing left for a poor man to say when the silence is the only sound. We're gliding on ice that is ready to crack, lost in a daze and a saltwater haze. There's no turning forward, there's no turning back in the frozen goodbye waltz. My breath is a cloud in the space in between the man I once was and the ghost that you've seen. One final circle, one rhythmic sigh under the dome of a lead my walls. 1, 2, 3. The music is slowing. 1, 2. The candles are